Hey guys, Peter for 20, you're back with another video. Before this video starts, I want to say, please join my Discord, link will be in the description below today. But today I'm going to be giving a review and be sharing my thoughts and opinions on Roblox Egg Hunt 2020. And first of all, I just want to say that this egg hunt honestly felt very uneventful. It felt, I don't know, just, and you'll see it that I have a slide here at the end, but it just felt kind of meh. Nothing really great happened. Nothing really bad happened either. It was just kind of a okay egg hunt. So let's just first talk about the first thing that I didn't like about it, and that was the timing and the dates. And what happened was, this happened last year also, is the eggs came out before the actual egg hunt even launched. So I know there was lots of YouTubers who actually had signed a thing where they said they weren't allowed to talk about the egg hunt or make videos on it until until the actual launch of the egg hunt. But the eggs came out like 2 days before the egg hunt, so they were kind of screwed, and they couldn't make any videos on that stuff. So yeah, they got screwed over by that. Also, no one was really hyped. There wasn't, like a big launch, hype launch to the actual egg hunt itself, which leads me into my next thing, which is no lobby. And while I did hate on the lobby last year because it seemed like they were adding unnecessary microtransactions into the lobby, the egg hunt felt like it really lacked, I guess. Yeah, it just kind of lacked content this year. I mean, obviously there was tons of eggs to find within each little game, but I felt like without the lobby, it wasn't a very cohesive experience. Um, and again, that launch date, there was really no point in waiting for that because nothing came out except for this little egg phone thing here, and this basically replaced the lobby last year. The lobby was the way you checked how many eggs you had, what eggs weren't locked, and stuff like that. And I believe you could also teleport to games using that. But this year they decided to have this little egg phone, which I thought, it was pretty convenient. It was cool to have it. You could easily keep track of your eggs. It also gave you hints, so that definitely took down the difficulty of finding the eggs a bit because it did reveal some information. Although some of the things were hard, but I feel like just the general like degradation. You can see here that we had an actual game in 2018, and I prefer the actual game so much more to the uh, the whatever having no lobby or the kind of weird lobby we had last year. And I mean, at least I'm glad last year we had a lobby. If you guys remember last year, there was that lobby and it had various side games, and it was actually something to do with the egg hunt. But this egg hunt again just felt kind of empty. Didn't feel like there was much to do. Obviously, you could get all the eggs, but that was it. There was no like quest, no storyline. The last two had storylines. This one had like this whole storyline. This other one had this. It wasn't really a storyline. This other one had this Avengers quest though. So I guess there was no I guess external stuff to do besides hunting for the eggs, which is mm. Next is the pay to win game passes. And I thought this was the stupidest thing ever. Um, if you saw my video, I made a video on it, and basically the owner of Tiny Tanks was charging like people Robux for an increased chance of an egg drop. And I think another game did it. It was like a speedrun game. There was like the level, and it was a very difficult level. But in order to like I guess get extra lives on the level, you could pay. So this is I don't even know. It's just terrible because it's just these developers will not stop. They'll take any opportunity to just exploit the player base for Robux. It's so sad. You can't even have an egg hunt without people going crazy and doing all these stupid microtransactions. So that's definitely a minus point to the egg hunt. Again, that's not the developer's fault, but actually, I mean, yeah, it technically isn't, but they should do a better job um, of enforcing these things. I just don't think that's reasonable to have those game passes. And then on this last slide, or second to last slide, you'll see these developer, influencer, and admin eggs. Now, last year, I felt like this kind of created some fun to the egg hunt and some longevity to the egg hunt. And what I mean by that was these things are really hard to get. And last year, there was a lot of different glitches and stuff like that. There was that 2018 egg hunt thing. And it just created, while those glitches weren't supposed to come out, it just created something to do, and these eggs were a lot harder to get last year. You had to actually meet a developer, or you didn't have to actually meet one. What am I saying? But, um, you just had a lesser chance of getting it because this year they just had these servers full of managers who weren't even. I mean, they weren't developers, they weren't influencers or admins, but they were managers in the egg hunt group, and they were dropping all sorts of these eggs. And this is no hate intended to them because I mean they're doing the right thing. They're dropping eggs. They're doing everyone a favor, honestly. But I feel like these eggs were kind of like these end game eggs. That you really had to hunt really hard to get and work really hard to find these things. But I feel like that's just kind of gone. you just had managers again just dropping them everywhere, and there was no real rarity to these eggs. Um, so yeah, my final thoughts on this egg hunt was nothing really went bad like last year. Things that went bad last year, obviously, I did not like the lobby, the design of it. I know I'm kind of contradicting myself. I'm like, oh, the lobby design was bad last year, and now I'm complaining that there is no lobby. But um, things just change on Roblox. But yeah, I thought the lobby last year was bad. There's obviously the glitches, and they were making us pay for the egg launchers, which was pretty reasonable to make us pay for the egg launchers. But the glitches were annoying. But I just felt like last year it was funner. There was just more things to do, more items to collect, and I feel like here it was kind of ended before it even began. Literally, I mean, people already were collecting half of the eggs, if not all of the eggs, in those 2 days leading up to the actual release date of the egg hunt. So overall, I think this egg hunt. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't care if we didn't see another egg hunt after this egg hunt. I know they said they would take it away, but I guess they're gonna bring it back, or continue to bring it back, continue to bring these events back. I'd rather just have more Roblox sales than egg hunt. I'd trade that any day. But yeah, that's just my review on the egg hunt. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye.